Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your March 2022 general reading. This is a reading for the Scorpio collective, and so the messages may not resonate with everyone. What we're going to do today is we're going to pull two spell cards, and then we will move on to tarot. So let's get to seeing what messages they have for you. Now, what's interesting is that I was going to do a reading for Aquarius. However, I've been having this gnawing at me to do Scorpio for whatever reason. I guess we'll find out. So for the better part of a day now, I was just being, in a way, like there was an energy of just, I need to do Scorpio's reading first. So we'll see what the cards have for you. Now, as I shuffle, just keep in mind that even though this is a general reading, sometimes general readings tend to focus and be heavy in one area. So general readings sometimes remain general. Other times they tell a story about one's finances, relationships, be they romantic or not, about career, etc. So Scorpio, let's see what we have. Ooh, your first card is Victory. Very strong way to start off and open a reading. And it says, I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. So if there is any challenging situation that you are currently going through, Scorpio, this is very promising, as it indicates that you will come out of it okay and that you will be victorious. Simultaneously, if you have any goals or pursuits that you are working on or even contemplating, your outcome bodes to be very positive. So victory is your first card, and that is number 35 for those of you who might be interested in the numbers. I will put that right here. Then your second one is Success, also very strong, Scorpio. So success, that's true, belongs to me. Success with honor, integrity. So success, Scorpio, you will be successful again in anything that you might be contemplating, in any of your pursuits, in any challenges that you may be facing. So success. Card number 12, again, for those who find significance in numbers. So both of these are very, very strong ways to open up. So let's see now. Let's move on to the tarot portion and see what is going on. I'll put these aside. Okay, for Scorpio. What is going on with Scorpio? Why was I compelled to do Scorpio's reading first? Okay. Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords. Just move everything over a little bit. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, okay. So Scorpio, I see here exactly why I was being compelled to do your reading before the others, before Aquarius in particular. There is a certain unsettled energy that is going on around you. Now, Scorpio, you are not part of this unsettled energy. You're not actively taking part in what is going on here, which we will get to in just a moment. It is all around you. Now, it might be in your area of work, it might be in your area of romance, it might be in your area of family, etc. But there's just this unsettledness that's going on around you, and dare I say, a quiet type of chaos. I am very inclined to say that there is something going on at your workplace or in your field of work. These two cards here, Three of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles, do indicate work and what we put our energy into. It doesn't have to be work, but here I'm just getting this very strong workplace energy. There is something going on that you do not necessarily see. It could have to do with your supervisor. It could have to do with your team. It could have to do with your colleagues. What we see here is the Five of Wands, which is competition. I want you to really think about what is going on. Is somebody competing for your position? Are you having difficulties at work? Is somebody trying to throw you off balance? Because there's clearly an energy here of some type of competition. There's an energy of something going on behind the scenes that you do not necessarily see. We also have here the Seven of Wands. Trickery, thievery. Is it possible that someone is trying to steal an idea that you have? Is it possible that you're also going into business with someone and somebody else is trying to take all of the credit? Now, for those of you who are not in the workforce, for those of you who are in school, I want you to be very mindful of any type of collaborative or group projects that you are engaging in this month. Do you remember when we were in school, elementary school, or even high school, and we were asked to do group projects? There was always that one kid who wouldn't do much of anything in the group project, but always managed to get a good grade because of everybody else. They did none of the work. Everybody else had to do more work, but they took all of the credit. Sometimes they were even the group leader. That's the type of thing that I see going on here, whether it be workplace or in school or in business. There's something that you don't see. There's a little bit of chaos going on all around you. Again, I'm repeating that because you don't see it. Again, you're not actively part of it. You are not contributing to it, but it is there. There are two sides to the situation. You think that all is well, but all is not necessarily well. Look behind the Two of Pentacles card. You do see the choppy sea. You're currently on a little bit of choppy water. Now, this might also have to do, again, with your family or your romantic relationships. If you are in a business partnership with a family member, be cautious. Be very careful. Because sometimes things might be uneven, even though we feel that if we engage in business partnerships with family members or relatives, that that's the safest way to go. That's not always the case. Sometimes it ends up being a lot choppier, and then those relationships tend to fray because the business got in the way. So just be careful that if you are in a partnership with a family member or a friend for that matter, that there might be some choppy waters ahead, that it's not going to be smooth sailing necessarily just because of the relationship. Again, people think, oh, what better thing to do? Go into business or go into this project with a family member or with a friend versus someone who I don't know, because there's more trust there. And yes, that is true. However, what ends up happening is the reverse. The business does well, one person takes the credit, one person takes the profit, the relationship falls apart, etc. So the business might go well, the investment might go well, but that personal relationship might fall apart. So it's just something for a small part of you to be mindful of, that that is what is going on. Now, here we have the Ten of Swords, which means that, again, regardless of what situation it is that we're talking about, whether it be academic, whether it be career, whether it be business opportunity, you need to be careful because somebody's planning something behind your back. Again, something that you do not see. If you question it, if you question what is going on, you might be told that you're paranoid, you're overthinking things, that you're wrong. How did you arrive at that? Why are you asking? Be mindful that there might be some gaslighting going on here. Okay? People are holding on to secrets. People are holding on to information. You, again, are not seeing the whole picture. The whole picture is being held back from you. So if you are feeling any type of dissatisfaction in an area of your life, that is why there is something that is being held back from you. Again, this could be in your relationships of family or romantic. There's a certain dissatisfaction. You feel that you're putting everything into it, but why isn't this moving forward? Why isn't this business getting better? Why am I not getting recognition at work? Why is my romantic partner in this relationship, why isn't it moving to the next level? Because there's something here that you do not see. Something is being held back from you. You thought that everything was great, but behind the scenes, not necessarily so. Again, very heavy on the career part and or school part, but also applicable to relationships, because I do see this type of like choppy water all around you, Scorpio. It's surrounding you right now. Let's pull some more cards. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. The Devil. The Emperor. So Scorpio, I like to read cards horizontally, but I also like to read cards vertically. And again, I cannot help but notice here we have Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles is not just financial wealth. Pentacles is indicative of anything that we could invest. And that includes our physical and our emotional energy. When we give our emotional energy to something, we are investing in it. So that is where the challenges are. The challenges are in whatever you are currently giving your physical or more so your emotional investment to. Apologies for the noise outside. Now here again, I cannot help but notice we have two cards where the individual is blindfolded. So we have competition followed by two blindfolds here. So clearly, strongly, there are forces and things going on which you don't have the full picture on. You want to prosper. You want your career to prosper, you want your academics to prosper, you want your relationship to prosper, but there are forces that you cannot see, and that is what this devil energy is, the behind the scenes energy. What people are doing and saying or engaging in that you do not see, that does have a detriment to you. Now, the good thing here, Scorpio, is that our two cards here were very strong and positive. So this is something that is not going to be long term. This is something that is going to end. This is something that you will get through, because again, we have success here and we have victory. So through all of this, you will be okay. You will make it through. This is a temporary situation, just something that you need to get a grasp on. Now, even though we have the duality here of the situation, Scorpio, you have a duality to you as well. Many people associate duality with Gemini. However, it is just as applicable to Scorpio, and I will tell you why. You are ruled by two planets. You are ruled by the moon, and you are ruled by Mars. The moon has to do with your emotions. So Scorpio, you are very good at keeping things under wraps. You're very good at laying low and springing forth when you need to, when you have assessed that the timing is right. So you are good at assessing situations. And you're good at keeping them under wraps. Mars is the portion of you which, when you realize something, you will hop to it, you will confront, you will lay all your cards out on the table and resolve. So you have that duality to you, the ability to be calm and take everything in and watch and assess and put everything together and see what's going on, and acting when you need to act judiciously. So it's very interesting here, Scorpio, that this final card here is the Emperor. The Emperor is the card of Aries, and Aries, just like you, is ruled by Mars. The Emperor has worked really, really hard to establish this empire, and that is exactly what you are doing and what is going on here. You are working really hard to get to the place where you want to be. You are not going to allow the competition, the thievery, the stabbing in the back, the holding back of information, the gaslighting, etc. You're not going to let that get in the way of your success. You will have victory. People are trying to knock the Emperor off course, trying to get you off course. But your final card, the Emperor, indicates that you will have success. The Emperor, when all is said and done, after the battle is done, the Emperor sits on the throne and is successful, just like you will be. So you will know what to do in this situation and when to do it. Lay low, watch what people are doing, and then when the time is right, spring into action. Again, I sense that this is a kind of temporary energy, which isn't going to last very, very long, but it is something that is going on. Now, I cannot help but notice that there are no cups in this reading. Everything is swords and pentacles with one wand card. No cups at all. But look what we have here. Victory symbolized by a cup. And that is the biggest cup of all, Scorpio. So whatever's going on, you will walk away from it victorious, fulfilled emotionally and otherwise, and successful. Just be mindful of those around you. Be mindful of collaborative projects that you may be working on. Again, in any area, work, school, romantic. Be mindful of collaborative projects. Be mindful if whether what you're being told is proven by what is going on. If you sense that something isn't right, it probably is. So if they're telling you XYZ and you feel that doesn't add up, it's ABC, it's ABC. So just be mindful. Take everything in, Scorpio, and you will be successful and you will be victorious with the biggest cup of all. So now we see why I was compelled to do this reading. A lot going on, but you will be okay, Scorpio. Thank you so much. And until next time, bye-bye now.